Okay. Clyde, the one-armed bandit leader. All right, so the injured Night Bachelor Devlin is in his tent when there's a rabble outside. Hey, Ne'er-do-well! Ah, some guys bust into your tent.
Arr!
Where's
He
the
grabs his
silver?
longsword.
Oh, and they start running out of the tent.
Ah!
What are you doing here? What are you doing?
You
Get
cheated!
the pegs! Pull it down! Pull down the tent! Get the pegs! Mooring pegs! Left, right side! Pull it down!
Okay, so the three people that are pulling pegs in your tent, and they're all kind of coming down. Give me a dexterity check, Devlin, to see if you can get out of the tent before the tent's on top of you.
17.
Yeah, you managed to step out of the tent as the tent goes down. And there's a bunch
He starts swinging at people.
Okay, the bravery of your short-lived bandit gang is quickly waning as there's a knight with a longsword, and there's guys with half of them only have knives.
Run away!
They begin running away.
Join them in the runaway!
He ran away. Simply ran away.
Oh,
Hey, you're the one with the chicken for a symbol.
You're such a shitty thief.
He's a better thief than I am a knight.
Devlin, it doesn't matter how much gold you have. You seem to have a hard time hiring a priest to help heal you.
Well, he's spitting on people. Stupid backwater town. Slack-jawed yokels. I don't want your help anyway.
Seems that you're injured, Cock Knight.
Okay, you are confronted by a priest finally.
Yes, are your services for sale?
Indeed. Although unfortunately, because of the morale of the people and the way that things have been going, and the poor knight that was lost the other day, the prices have gone fairly high, and the church requires lots of donations, if you know what I mean. Yes?
How much?
What is Harlock's alignment?
I have lawful good written down, but,
Oh, really?
but I mean, I'll mention I'm playing him.
Lawful neutral?
Yeah, sure. Lawful neutral. Good.
Alright, done. Well, he's got to pay for his mistakes. Let's see how badly injured you are. Oh my. Is that a bone sticking out? You might want to get that looked at.
Big old
No, that's
bruise
just chicken
all over
bone
you.
from supper. It's just bruising. Very bad bruising.
Oh, how many spells does this guy carry?
He's one cure light wounds.
1 cure light wounds.
Second level.
Acolyte Harlock, looking to get paid.
No, he's just out of the band of lawful good, lawful neutral people, the most unscrupulous of them.
Well, if it's a lawful neutral god, he could be a neutral priest.
True.
I'll tell you what. I can provide you with 2 cures, one this evening and one in the morrow. But that will cost you double.
How much?
Well. What's the average rate for going for healing here?
It's usually caster level times spell level times 10.
That's level, spell level 10,
So 20 gold pieces is normal.
Double would be 40.
I see.
Math.
By my calculations, it would be about 50 gold. So 100 gold for both. Now, I'll let you make that final decision, but I assure you, it is the finest healing that
I'll
you
pay
will
you
find.
in the morning after I get my second one.
Right. That means you'll get one in the morning. Okay. You don't want one in the evening. I understand.
That's not what I said.
Marty, can we just run the campaign with all of this?
Sorry.
We don't need to go back.
There are 3 other worlds with all sorts of wonderful characters that haven't been created yet. So, slimy Healy priest and the chicken knight.
Jerk knight. The one-armed bandit.
The one-armed bandit. Yeah. The unlikeliest of heroes.
So unlikely that they're not.
They were left behind. Cosmic Flash went, nope.
Basically, they disappeared for a moment, and then the Flash came back and spit them back out again. No.
You guys are OP. You see what he did to all those orcs? You're going right back. You're gonna bust my CRs here.
I'll tell you what. As the church likes to see its donations as soon as possible. I think I can make it happen for 45 gold. For the evening. And then tomorrow, another 45. That, from my understanding, is very, very fair.
He points his sword at you. Get out of here, you snake oil salesman.
All the best with that sticking bone out. Suggest you try to push it back in, though. Use something clean, otherwise it'll fester, and your skin will start to rot around the area, and you might die.
All right, as the
He leaves. He leaves.
as the interactions between the minor characters,
Sorry,
Are entertaining.
there's very entertaining.
Your god can suck my cock.
Excellent way.
So how does the knight get his tent back up?
Oh, he just sticks a stick up and sleeps underneath. One stick up. That's it.
Okay.
Oh no, you used your lance.
So it gets knocked over repeatedly throughout the night. Basically, Clyde's not letting you sleep.
Wow.
After
sleep tomorrow, I'm fine with that.
After the second time, he will put it up and then wait in ambush with the sword ready for Clyde.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Okay, so Galath did not win the Vespers tourney.
That could have gone either way. My God.
Yeah. As there were other knights in other lists, or other squires in other lists that took part in the tourney, I think Galath got his first taste though of combat on one-on-one. Sir, the Vespers tourney gives way to the tourney for the main knights. There is a grand melee that opens it, where fighters from all over the realm partake. Avery wanted to go, but for whatever reason, there might have been a bad situation with Sir Pelin with the grand melee, and he keeps Avery or convinces Avery not to go. Avery enters into the lists of knights, basically in a tournament style against other knights. He begins climbing the ranks of the lists quite well. He does have the unfortunate luck of the draw several days in to be posed opposite of Igvard the Svarnethian. While Sir Avery managed to unseat Igvard, the force of the blow shattered the lance and sent Sir Avery and his steed stumbling to the ground. On foot, Igvard apparently does most of his killing. Despite Sir Avery's proper form and defensive stances, Igvard's great blade proved too much, and Igvard was simply too strong. The dent that was put into the helm and shoulder and breastplate of Sir Avery's armor kind of also helped create the wound. While he wasn't dead, his wound did keep him out of the rest of the tournament. There was again rushing onto the field with Sir Pelin and Galath as they went to try to rescue and did Sir Avery, but this puts him into the sick tent. Galath, you don't have any healing skills, do you? That's all coming from your paladin, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't even have any ranks in heal. I just have wisdom.
Throughout the night's challenge, so basically you've got a body in your tent, and then you've got Sir Avery in the main sick tent of the tournament. The sick tent is actually closer to the main entrance way to the fortress. What do you do during these days, Galath?
Well, how am I healing? Are they using magic, or am I like just healing naturally from having a big fucking hole in my?
So there were a couple of days before Avery got injured, so it's a couple of days of paladin healing. What do they heal? 2 per level?
They do. They're the opposite of clerics. They go on the odd levels instead of the evens.
But
or the evens instead of the
2 per
odds.
level, so 10. You got
No,
2.
they heal D6.
Oh, is it
they-
D6s?
Yeah, lay on hands is D6s. They also have
It's lit-
channel.
Yeah.
They also have
well,
channel at like level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In addition to their
between his channels and his lay on hands, he's able to heal Galath up within a couple of days.
Lay on hands is channel. Same pool.
Same pool. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and probably
Yeah.
cure light wound spells from.
Are there any things that you want to do, Galath, while you're kind of so close to home? You trying to make contact with
Yeah.
sister, or are you like maybe talking to any of the or looking at any of the kings? By this point in time in the tournament, when the tournament's in full swing, all 5 of the kings or representatives thereof have arrived at the fortress.
We'll try to make contact with the sister first.
Sure.
Who's gonna play the pretty lady?
It's gonna be you.
I will.
No, I got it. It's
No, I got this.
Let's
I
not
got
all
this.
fight over who gets to play the princess.
But I'm your brother. Oh, I'm not so sticky about these things.
no, we're not
Game
gonna.
of Thrones.
Hey,
No.
it was on HBO, so it's okay, right?
All right, your sister's name is Genevieve. It would be Lady Genevieve now. You do see her as she's walking from the day's nightly jousts. This is before Avery got injured, and going up towards the castle. She's on a horse. She learned how to ride because everyone in your family knew how to ride.
Yep.
And she's escorted by a couple of guards, probably from her family, her new family's staff.
Galath approaches.
Okay, the guard back. kind of swats at you with a spear with a banner on it. Back. She looks at you.
What was our family name? Did we pick one?
It's Galath of
Cousin
Cairbrand.
killers.
Yeah. I am Galath of Cairbrand,
Galath?
he says to the guard, like, indignantly.
Hold. You know, the guard was like, the guard went, liar. Hold. Her eyes go
Gwen?
wide.
Gwen?
Galath, is that you?
With a few years on me, yes?
She quickly dismounts and she goes over and gives you a big hug. I thought you were dead.
By the grace of the Silver Hand, I've lived.
Why would Leon tell me you're dead?
Our brother told you I was dead.
She nods. Brother's changed.
What?
The lion's den has done something to him. He's not the same.
No working.
What do you mean?
I've been up to the castle.
Yes, and you've seen him. You've spoken to him?
Yes. I got the invitation, and the invitation said specifically for me to come. He jabbered on about how I should have married better, and insisted that I stay in the castle. I managed to convince my husband, and she looks back, that this was family business, and he's very much entertained with what's going on.
Well, if he thinks that I'm dead, he'll be overjoyed to see me.
She seems unsure. I don't know. There's something going on here. There's strangers in the castle. Warriors from the Lion's Den. I saw a map. Ships. Ships like I've never seen before. He's planning something. And it's not good.
What do you mean, a war?
I've lingered for too long. His eyes are everywhere. She hops back on her horse.
Gwen, wait.
Get this ruffian out of my face, she says. And she mouths the word go. Like she wants you to flee.
Galath turns around and walks off.
Okay.
Brow furrowed. Coming home wasn't exactly what I expected.
Okay, your sister does cast a concerned look back, kind of as they're going further up the main trail. You do know from your days when you were a child and playing amongst the rocks and the cliffs of Cairbrand that there are other ways to get inside the castle. Like, normally castles have, like, that one tiny footpath that kind of leads away from the castle.
Yep.
Like,
then you've got your secret entrances and your sally gates and what have you.
You grew up in this place, probably in checks to remember exactly all of them, but you could probably think of one or two ways.
Yeah, int checks, that's my specialty. Let me just roll that right now.
Does Galath really go anywhere that's like
3.
private?
3? Okay, so you're like, you're trying to think about the way to get in through the cliffs, the sea cliffs, and you're like, nah, you got to time the tides, and there was a book that you had to look at. You're like, nah, that's not the way. You won't be entering the castle by boat.
No, I'll head back to my tent.
You know that there's a cliff. There's an old cliff path, like a goat path, kind of in the back of the castle.
Save that for another day.
Okay, you go back to the tent. Does he do private things?
Well, does he go places that are private? Because I think I'm stalking him at this point.
Okay, so you actually saw him have a conversation with a beautiful woman. The beautiful woman he hugged him. They had a very concerned conversation. Then the conversation got a little bit heated, and then she waved him off. And then she rode up to the castle.
Knowledge local to know who the woman was?
Nobility.
Knowledge ability.
Or knowledge local.
Knowledge
Cairbrand.
local?
Yeah.
Actually, it would be Karak, probably, since that's where she lives now.
14?
She's an important noble, although...
What color of dress was she wearing?
Grayish.
She's sour about that.
Not yellow?
What color is her hair?
Yellow.
So it's the blonde gray lady. All right. That's
blonde,
who
like
she is.
Galath.
She's important.
She was a looker. She's like a beautiful woman. She turns heads wherever she goes.
Okay.
Varkush is looking to have a drink with Galath.
All right.
At some point.
So there's a bunch of people, and then okay.
Just at some point. He might be looking for a friend.
Galath has 18 charisma, so I mean, just imagine
Yeah,
what his sister has.
Hey. Where is Varkush?
Right at the bottom, before Harlock, I think.
Sir Avery, Clyde. Did I lose him? I lost him.
Bottom. Near the end.
Oh yeah, there we go. The Grizzled Mercenary. Sorry, it's just one of the common minis.
No problem.
Grizzled mercenary.
All right, so Galath had a weird meeting with his sister.
Yeah. She wanted something else.
Like voting rights or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No
Okay.
voting for you, fair lady.
What do you do, Galath?
I guess I'll go back to my tent.
Okay, Sir Pelin
puzzling.
isn't there because he's at the sick Well, actually, no. This was before we said.
Mhm.
So you go back to the tent. Avery's getting ready. You're supposed to squire. You spend the next day squiring.
Mhm. Avery gets hurt.
Avery gets injured. He spends time at the sick tent now.
Okay.
Do you have any conversations with Sir Palin?
I
Or are you going to go back to try to see your sister?
think I'm gonna try to sneak in. Try the goat path.
Okay. That evening, give me a spot check versus the hide check for Clyde to see if you notice that Clyde is... Because Varkush also... You seem to have collected this weird band of people. And an acolyte arrives
Almost.
who checks in on Galath's wounds, saying, Sir Palin... actually, sorry, Ahmed, you've got two guys. So the acolyte's like, Sir Palin has asked me to look in on your wounds. How are you feeling?
By the grace of Nuada, much better.
And then Ahmed, Varkush is outside, and you see that Galath in his tent.
I just open the tent. Hey, hold on.
Varkush.
No, not Irish.
You were doing freaking
One,
Schwarzenegger.
it's Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
How's your shoulder doing? Come on, let's see it. Let's see the wound. He pulls out his. Yeah, look, I got 2 holes here. Yeah, come on. Is it still bleeding? Yeah.
It's much better, thank you, Varkush.
You need to drink lots more. Yeah. Get alcohol here. Push mug.
On any other day, Galath might not have wanted to do this, but given what's been happening, he hesitantly takes a drink.
Okay.
Drink, yeah, make you stronger. Put hair on your chest. Look, yeah.
It's not poisoned.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
It's not. No.
It's not kittens.
Because he had two mugs. He randomly gave you one.
Randomly, yes.
He's like,
That's what an assassin would say.
Here, take this one. Oh, this one I don't care.
Give me the poison one.
Oh shit!
What
I
was
am
your
poisoned.
perception check to notice Clyde? As Clyde was
Not enough.
not enough.
I got
had
a 10,
11.
he got an 11. Yeah, I got a 10. It was close.
Shitty
Close.
rogue. Why are you so shit rogue?
He's the one-armed rogue.
Right.
That's all you have to say.
The rogue now has one of the Rooster Knights banners.
Yes, that's what I wanted.
Like there was a banner on one of the unbroken lances. It's just like a little square or like a triangular banner, but it's got the 3 roosters on it. And you stole that because
Yeah.
Good.
it's worth like 5 gold pieces.
All right, I guess I'll drink with Varkush.
Okay. There's a priest there. There's a Northman. And there's a rogue that's spying on you. The peeping rogue.
Does anyone else see the rogue?
Walk into a tent.
No, it's some guy camped out in
It's out like hide in plain sight. There's a dude there watching in the street.
he's sitting on like a stump of a tree in the shadow of a nearby tent.
Okay.
He's hiding
You
so
turned
well.
my life into shit. I was a rogue. I was a rogue archer. I can't arch anymore. I don't have any trade skills available to me. You've ruined my life. Therefore, I will leech off you.
So do I actually see like the one-hand armed man sitting nearby?
What's his name?
He's hiding so well that some people have stopped to say hello. Like,
Harlock should see him.
Yeah. Harlock, you see him. Yeah, give me your spot check. You're standing nearby. You turn around, Harlock.
Yeah. Spot check.
Plus
1d
5.
20 plus 5. 20.
Yeah, the fucking rogue's back. He's like a pox. He just doesn't go away.
I can't believe it. I think he's insane. If you'll excuse me.
Who are you talking to? Or who are you talking about?
There's been a thief hanging around here for the last few days. It's a one-armed moron who can't actually steal anything. He's standing right over there.
How do you know he's a thief if he hasn't stolen anything?
He thinks he's hiding. Look at him.
Stupid. How do you know he's a thief if he hasn't stolen anything?
Oh, he wasn't here the first or second day you arrived, and I believe he was trying to steal steal from one of your chests. But I chased him off, and I lost him in the crowd somewhere. But I found him, and I lost him again. I apologize. I'm not as quick as I used to be when I was younger.
I will handle this, says Galath.
So Galath looks over at the table where the prosthetic was, and the prosthetic's gone. The prosthetic with the crew glove on it.
I will handle this, says Galath, and he gets up and goes out to look for the one-armed man.
Okay, give me another perception check with a +4 because you were told exactly where he's sitting. This is
Yeah.
11.
14.
Yeah, it's just you squint your eyes and you can see him. He's sitting on the stump of a tree near a fire pit in the shadow of the tent across the way from you, and you're looking at each other.
Start walking towards him.
Hey, Galath walks right up to you, Clyde. Are you just keeping it cool and sitting down on the stump?
I'm keeping it sort of cool, rocking a little bit. In the...
Okay. He's wearing the same glove that was left in your tent several days ago.
The same glove?
Yeah, there was a glove on a prosthetic hand that you guys found.
Oh, right. Galath reaches for his belt.
Whose belt? Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. He's reaching towards...
I'm gonna do something right now.
Take your pants!
Is this a CMB or?
I steal your pants!
Is this that loverly treatment I heard about previously?
Hey! Let me just undo that for you.
No, he reaches
towards your own.
Yeah, he's reaching for his own belt.
Okay.
Okay.
Towards
Got something here for you.
the pommel of your
I'm assuming he's
sword,
not carrying a sword and a whatever.
Oh yeah, of course he's carrying a sword. He's a squire.
I mean, is it in your hand?
No. It's just
Okay,
Is it in your hand?
It's in the scabbard.
Okay.
He
Okay.
reaches past the pommel of the sword and plucks a small pouch from his belt and drops it into your lap and says, "I think you need this more than I do." Inside are the 10 silver pieces he won at the tourney.
Okay, you heard the pouch landing.
What the hell are you doing?
With a clink.
I should fight you for those 10 crowns.
Drunk mercenary and the priest overlooking now.
Hey, priest, come on, drink here. Make it better.
Is it Sir Galath yet, or are you still Squire Galath?
Still a squire. And I remember you too. I only wish that I had stopped that from happening.
I brought you something.
You brought me something.
Yes, I
What?
did. I pull out a stone that is wrapped in a 3-cocked kerchief type banner thingy. Then I put it down.
Galath picks it up and looks at the stone.
It could be the rock that got.
Or it could be
put in
just any rock.
Oh, it could just be any rock, yeah.
It's a smooth rock. And then the banner is the banner of the guy who
Yep.
cheated in the joust against you, teaching you also another valuable lesson about fighting.
Lessons learned in pain.
You should sit with us and eat.
Punch
No need to sit over
him!
here by yourself.
You've spent you've spent days running around this place and staying up in other.
He's fucking fucked up. He's fatigued. He's malnourished.
Okay.
Okay.
The unlikely four are sitting down to a meal of barley and beef stew, with some light beer that is permitted by Sir Pellin. As Sir Pellin frets over and tends to Sir Avery in the sick tent.
Galath looks at the banner, having unfolded it. 3 roosters. Should be more like 3 chickens, considering the way he acts.
I'm pretty certain you're not supposed to bleed like that when you get hit with one of the blunty ones.
But it was glorious, yeah.
He fought without honor. He used a live steel blade against me in a contest of skill, not to the death. I could have died, but it was not the will of the gods.
He slams him on his injured shoulder, but you didn't!
Yes, I suppose I won't be providing healing to him, given that he's been helping Galath and Avery out. Not that he won't recover in time on his own. Acolyte Harlock looks disappointed.
Clive
always-
looks
You always come
mischievous
see
and
him
somewhat
at
coy.
night. Make sure he's not recovered.
I've thought about this, Pellin. Sir Pelin. I don't think it's wise to let him simply continue doing what he's doing. If it were his antics of earlier, though churlish they were and cowardly, he didn't threaten anyone's lives. But if he goes about in these duels of honor and cheats and kills those he fights on purpose rather than simply besting them, then, well, how do we know he hasn't murdered people before?
We could ask him.
We could, but if he says yes, not that I suspect he'll speak the truth.
You could test him. You'll have his hand. He'll like wobble his fake hand around.
You could challenge him to a more lethal form of combat. While the Vespers tournament, I'm sure, is ended, there's plenty of grounds to have a impromptu fight.
That's sort of what I was thinking about.
Of course, given your master's station, you could simply arrest him and allow the lord of this tourney to cast his justice upon him.
What do you think, Sir Pelin? What is the right course of action here? Should we let the law take its course?
Pelin?
Is that the most just way? Is Pelin not there?
No, it's you, your and your new friends, Varkush,
The acolyte.
mercenary, the acolyte,
okay.
Harlech, sorry, and Clyde.
I see you punch him right in the face.
I'm concentrating on those 4 miniatures right now.
Gotcha.
4
I'm looking at our faces, so that was the...
So,
I gotcha.
what do you do? What does one do when faced with injustice?
Okay. As assholey as Mark's guy was, your guy's a bit creepy. Congrats, I like them all.
I'm a one-armed bum.
I don't think he would simply...
Not a University of Toronto professor, is that what?
No, from the quiz, he was a hobo.
Okay.
I don't think if we simply try to have him arrested, he'll come quietly. He doesn't seem the sort. Which means that in the end, we'll have to use force.
What if we simply give him a chance to hang himself?
Then that would not be justice.
There's no fun in that one either.
I do not believe what happened to you was justice either. And if I could go back and change what I did, I would.
But you did change things. You said something and everybody else was silent. It didn't do much,
But
you said something.
But I didn't do anything. I should have done something.
I'm certain you won't make the same mistake in the future, good sir. Good sir, good sir, good sir. Very good soup, very good sir. Nice tent. Smells a little over there, but don't worry about that, it's fine.
If you keep focusing on everything you didn't do, everything you should have done, you're not gonna think about what you're supposed to do. Focus on the future, you silly boy.
That's what I'm saying. I have an opportunity to do something now. And if I don't, I'll regret it. I think on the morrow I'll go to confront this chicken knight.
I would keep him away from his horse. He's very good with his horse. And off the horse, he's very slow. Oh, so slow.
He and I are not
He could
particularly
barely
different.
scare away scoundrels pulling down his tent.
It's an interesting example.
Yes. Good soup, good soup.
Okay, so non-lethal damage you recover like your level per hour. So it's like
Yeah,
the
it's-
next day you're kind of fine.
Pretty much.
Third level dudes. 20, like that's 3 hit points per hour. In 8 hours, that's 24 hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is already a couple days after their
Okay,
their
yeah,
joust,
we're good.
yes, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
All right,
Yeah.
so
I wish-
how are you confronting the Knight Bachelor Devlin of the three rooster sign?
Well, I think first I'm going to go tell Pellin about this, since technically he's still the guy in charge.
All right, so
I like the way you say, technically, she's in charge.
Technically, he's the boss of me.
Your three friends kind of are enamored by your bravery and strength and
By
charisma.
18 charisma!
Yeah, they are following you. You seem to have this band of followers now. As you go to the
Yes.
sick tent, they're nearby. Varkush, filling up his stein every time he passes by a place to buy beer. Clyde kind of always being the watcher, and the acolyte Harlech just following dutifully behind the squire as an acolyte of Nuada. He did complain about not being able to get money from the knight, but I suppose we can relieve him of the purse as penance for his crimes. The acolyte Harlech seems to be really concerned about gold, which is fine. There are greedy priests and of all sorts and all religions, I imagine. Galath.
So, yeah.
Galath
Go to-
speaks
I'm gonna
to
find
Sir
Sir-
Pellin.
Yep.
Sir Pellin is Sir Avery is up and awake, but he's all bandaged, and Sir Pellin is standing beside a neat pile of armor that belongs to Sir Avery.
Sir Avery, it gladdens me to see you awake.
That beast of a man was very strong. I've never encountered anything stronger. Well, maybe an ox.
Well, you lived through it, and that's what matters.
By the grace of
Just
Nuada.
rest up.
How are you faring, Galath?
Completely mended, I would say, sir.
Good.
Perhaps not for much longer, though. I have something troubles me, and I came here to ask your advice.
Yes? He comes over to you. And,
The Cockatrice Knight. The Cockatrice Knight who I fought a few days earlier. He had used, as you now know, a live lance hidden beneath his silly plumage. He could have killed me, and perhaps someone else he might have more easily.
You have reason to have a grievance, yes?
It is not a personal grievance, sir. But I do not think in good conscience I can let someone go who be willing to kill someone during what should be a non-lethal duel. I would say that is murder. And if he is willing to do it, then perhaps he already has, or will again in the future. My question now is, do we turn him over to the authorities and have him arrested and tried for this, or should we confront him and make him answer directly? Initially, I would have asked. Initially, I would have said to turn him over to the authorities here, but I fear things have changed since I have been gone. I'm not certain that he would receive justice if we let them.
If you follow Nuada's way, you must fight fair.
He did not.
Plenty of witnesses here. We can alert those around us. Perhaps something will be done, perhaps not. But if we have the strength to do what is right, then of course we must do it.
Then yes,
If
I
it
must
is
fight
fair,
him.
if it is wise to do. This ground represents battle. Why do we contest ourselves in non-lethal combat? So that we prove our mettle, our bravery, and it still is dangerous.
He turns away at that.
But a man who does so out of spite, that man is of low character. And yes, you could very well say attempted to murder you.
Years ago, I stood by and let someone else be. I let injustice happen, and though I spoke up, I did nothing. I don't think that I can do that now. I must do something. With your blessing, I will challenge him to a duel.
He nods. You must do what you think is right. I trust you.
Very well. In the morning.
I shall come in the morrow. There will be many eyes upon us in the morrow, for it is the last day of the tournament.
Okay, time to go find Sir Chicken and deliver our demands.
Okay. Your little posse goes and finds his tent.
Yep.
He finally paid some, gave a silver to some workers to help him re-prop up the tent. And that pizza looks
Where
good
is
on there.
his horse in
Yeah.
relation to the tent?
That's really, really nice looking cheese.
That does look very tasty.
Sorry, yeah, this is like lunch for me. So
Yep.
welcome, Absalom.
Where were we?
Right.
Somebody might be addicted to the Zaw. Just saying.
All right, Sir Devlin. No, not Sir Devlin. It's Knight Bachelor. You're miserable. People have cut down your tent, and they're demanding money. And there's people that have.
He's packing up to leave at this point. He's having a miserable time.
Okay.
Damn backwater bumpkins.
All right. You turn around, and as you're packing up your horse, you can see that there are 4 faces. Some of them familiar, staring at you. Or 3 because Clyde's hiding.
Clyde is trying to find. Clyde wants to go and find his horse. Trying to sneak around back.
Unfortunately, right now his horse is like right beside him.
Damn it.
Devlin!
So I'm sneaking around back. I think
Now
we'll
everybody
back.
knows this guy's name, I assume, at this point.
Yeah.
It's a common curse word around the camp.
Murderer, how are you?
Oh, he cuts deep with every sentence. He doesn't waste any time.
I've heard them say
murderer.
that it takes. I've heard it say that it takes a basket weaver to know the craft of a basket weaver.
I would imagine I don't weave baskets. Is there a point you're getting to? I'm losing daylight here.
Yes, well, hopefully you'll
I knock over some stuff that that's being packed up.
Okay, so you turn around.
Galath looks.
And
What?
there's the one-armed guy kicking at one of your trunks.
Hopefully that will be all you'll be losing. I'm here to offer you a choice.
And
Okay,
You can either
your trunk just got tipped over, and all of like your dinnerware and your spare clothing and everything just got tipped over.
he takes a swing at you with his longsword.
Is this a?
Oh.
Is he making a real swing at him, or is he just warding him off?
Warding him off.
Okay.
He's not trying to murder him right there.
No, rule 1, coward. Rule 2, shit disturber. Rule 1, coward.
Axes.
Fall back to rule 1.
Leaning on the axe.
Okay.
You can either
armed.
You can either turn yourself in for the attempted murder of myself, or you can meet me tomorrow in a duel, and we'll let the gods decide.
Murder? I beg your pardon? The only murderer here is, well, you.
He pulls out from behind his belt the bent, shattered steel point of the lance that had been buried in his chest a few days ago.
Clyde, you see this opportunity to kick a bunch of mud on this stuff. Just kick mud.
He's like a dog. He's turned himself backwards, and he's just sort of like kicking
Kick
up
the
a bunch
mud.
of dirt onto your clothes and shit.
Devin pulls out a dagger and like lifts it up, like, I will throw this in your face.
Clyde! Stop it. You know, the abbot said that this was only a few inches away from my heart.
Well, you should have had your guard up, I suppose. Now, if you're suggesting I'm responsible for the lance, now that's another question, now, isn't it?
Well, you
I
put
mean-
your silly little cock on it, didn't you?
No, actually, the squire I was assigned put it on there. I said I wanted it, well pronounced. Seems he gave me the wrong lance. If anyone's tempted to kill you, I suppose it was him, or at the very least, he's an accessory to it, isn't he?
You really can't tell the difference between a metal-tipped lance and a wooden lance. What are you, an idiot?
Well, it was a very exciting time. My first tournament, my first joust. I really didn't notice.
Congratulations on winning that one.
Oh, thank you. You did a spot on. I was nervous, after all. You did kill your own cousin. That was quite a show, I have to say. I was quite nervous. I was like, oh, he's not going to show me any pity.
Well, I suppose you're lucky you're still alive, aren't you?
Clyde
I
is
do
like
feel fortunate
going
that
to
way.
kick more stuff, and he restrains himself. Then he takes a step back and goes to kick more stuff, and he stops.
But regardless, I'm offering you that choice now. Turn yourself in for my attempted murder, or meet me tomorrow.
Barkush has a crazy look in his eyes, like it's like back and forth with the axe in his
I
hand.
believe
Like,
the southeast fields will be empty. I'll see you there at noon.
Squire Galath has given his challenge to Knight Bachelor Devlin of the Tricock sign. Before the gods, I bear witness, Acolyte Harlick. And he kind of turns his head like, you should have paid me for healing that day.
Oh, please, like I'm
There.
worried what some snake oil salesman has to say.
In the light of men and gods, the challenge has been issued.
Well, your god can suck on my... And he holds up the rooster. And,
I'll make sure
No,
they bury that with you if you fall tomorrow.
I don't think I'll be there, quite frankly. But I'll tell you what I will do. I will round up that squire for you.
Why don't you just have him come with you to the duel? I don't think anyone else is willing to help you at this point.
I'll tell you what. I will joust you.
So it's prison then. That's your decision.
Metal-tipped lances, or are you
No.
afraid?
Swords and shields on foot.
I don't train in swords and shields. May as well be challenging a peasant to it.
I told you he's a peasant.
Acolyte, go fetch some of the guards. This man has attempted murder, and he needs to be arrested.
Yes.
Very well.
Yes, of course, Squire.
Do I get to split his skull now?
Hold yourself.
He continues to pack
People
his
of the
things.
North are no fun, I tell you.
You can always buy new clothes and dinnerware.
Yeah.
You're packing your stuff up.
Did it.
Yeah.
Right arms only.
Galath just stands there waiting. He's got his hands on his belt. He's not quite ready to draw the sword yet, but just sitting there waiting.
And Devlin get on his horse.
Yeah, he gets on his horse.
Okay. You can see Acolyte Harlech talking to some lounging knights. His hands in the air.
And he bolts!
Marty. I was going to say, Vardok's going to put his hand on his throwing axe.
Okay. So there's initiative.
Oh boy.
The eight charisma acolyte with 0 ranks and diplomacy is trying to convince.
Oh,
some
who am I
lazy
going to
knights
send? The barbarian or the one-armed thief?
Right. No, I wasn't complaining about your choice. I'm just saying.
You're stuck with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Yeah.
22.
He's a good healer, though. That's good.
14.
He's also got some pretty good spells, actually.
Yeah.
Mark, what'd you get?
10.
Okay, so the 22 goes first. Glad.
He stands in front of the horse defiantly. No!
New character coming up.
Whichever way the horse is, whichever way the street is. No! With the big head.
Okay, so he's providing an obstacle, basically. All right.
You can't sprint,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Are you readying a move to move in front of the horse? Is that kind of what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm blocking the horse.
All right.
I'm big in the way.
Clyde's just a glutton for pain, isn't he?
It's like 10 seconds from now.
It's Galath.
Oh, my legs!
It was definitely obvious that Knight Bachelor Devlin was just going to ride off.
Yeah.
Galath?
How far away is he? Or we're
Like
at
5
speaking
a step.
distance?
Yeah.
5 a step.
He is on his
5 a
horse, and there is a lance. There is one lance that's stuck in like the saddle of his horse. So
Yeah.
in
Oh,
moments-
5 foot step forward, and I think I will.
Grab him, just fucking pull him
Yeah,
down.
grab him. What is that? Is that a reposition?
CMB.
Because I'm trying to pull him out of the saddle, basically. Is it a reposition check?
I think it's
Bull
a
rush.
grapple or a bull rush.
It's a grapple.
Let me look at reposition real quick. Or is it a drag?
Those are
It
the
could be
new
either.
ones
Either way,
that-
it's a CMB check or CM.
It's
yeah,
definitely a
check.
CMB check of some sort. I'm just trying to figure out
Yeah.
what kind
Either,
it is.
yeah, either way, yeah.
Do you have combat reflexes or
No, I do not.
cockiness? Because you do have a longsword.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay.
Nor do I have a weapon out at this point.
Oh, you put your longsword away? Okay. I just remember it being waved at me.
Oh, yeah, he did have it. He did have it out.
So
No,
I
he
ran
would've
away.
Put it away
And then I
to get
came
on his
back.
horse.
And then I ran away again, then I came back, then I ran away again, then I came back.
Yeah,
Now
you
I'm
can
back.
drag him out as a
And he's
standard action.
been annoying for a long time because look how old
Yeah.
he is.
He knows how to be annoying. He knows
So
that
you-
this guy.
basically, it's
Yep.
like bull rush, but reverse bull rush.
Okay.
You are playing a homeless guy.
22?
Basically,
Warhead.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm playing almost guy.
Yep.
Did 22 beat your CMD?
Yeah, yeah.
What's
Okay,
the
so he-
CMD?
He rolled a 22.
No, but what's the
It's-
CMD? What's the difference?
I think it's. Hang on, I'll double check. I think it's 17.
It's the difference if you move 1 square or 2 squares. Because
Yeah,
if
you
you
can-
only
you
move
can
1
push
square,
him
you can
out.
just hop back on.
You
No, I see
you
what
launch
you're
him
saying.
off the horse 2 squares away.
Okay, so basically just kind of like grab him, pull him overhead, and just plop him down next to me on the
It
other side.
is- Yeah, it's 17. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of 2 squares away. The horse is there, so I don't know if you can bull rush with you in between. I think you kind of have to push him way the fuck over there when you bull rush him.
That's fine.
He is in a military saddle too. I don't know if that
Doesn't
makes a
help.
difference.
It might be bonuses to your CMD. Is like a house rule
Yeah.
thingy.
Did you also take into account flat-footed, Mark? On your CMD?
Yeah, he's got a 0
He has
dex
no dex.
bonus anyway. So
Yeah, it doesn't change his.
Okay, so a +2 puts us at CMD. You said 17, which would become 19, which is only 3. So he's 5 feet away. So basically, you pushed him off. You pushed him off the horse.
Well, I'm kind of going to pull him off the horse, but
Okay, that's fine.
like,
Sure,
because I want him next to me, not get back on
Sweet,
the
I
horse.
get to
Yeah.
full round him.
but you're not grappling him because it's just
Yeah,
sort
no,
of
it just pulls him down and tosses him onto the floor, basically.
Um,
And then I guess as my move action, I'll draw my sword. Stay down.
I don't think he's prone.
assault!
No,
Assault!
he's just off the horse.
It's only prone if he takes damage from the fall. If
Yeah.
he takes damage from the fall, then he's auto prone.
Oh, okay. So give me a ride check to remain in your the same DC to remain in his saddle, which I think
It's
is
like DC 15 or whatever.
15,
Soft fall.
okay. Plus. The hell.
because there's a chance he could fall prone and take damage from being jostled out of his.
Being yanked out of the
Oh,
saddle, yeah.
it'll be +6 anyway. Yeah, he's only got a +6.
There you go.
Oh yeah, he stayed on his
he
feet.
makes it.
He had only had 1 foot in a stirrup and
So yeah, as a move action, he draws his sword.
okay. So there's a live blade, a live axe,
Stay here.
a guy in
Do
front
you
of him.
actually move, or do you stay where you are?
I moved as part of my 5 foot, so I can't
Okay.
move as part of my move.
Okay.
Cool.
There's no need for this to end with blood.
All
There's
right.
plenty of reasons, yeah.
Ahmed, you rolled an 8, so I think it's actually the
It's his turn. I'm last guy.
yeah, it's Knight Bachelor Devlin.
Are you armored
He
at this
will
point?
take. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He will get on his horse and ride away.
Okay, give me a ride check DC 20 to move as a free action.
17.
No, it's a move action, so that incurs an AOO from both Galath and Barkush. However, Barkush hasn't gone yet, so he's flat-footed.
No!
Implant this in your skull.
So I guess I'll take an AOO. I'm gonna try to hit him non-lethally. I don't want to actually draw blood. I'm just gonna smack him.
So -4.
-4. Ace. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Don't do that.
If you hit
Oh,
me,
no.
I will hit
Double
you.
time.
Oh no!
You hit me, I hit you.
Is that a critical miss?
59.
59 on the chart. You gain the sicken condition for a round.
That's annoying.
At least it's not vomiting.
So
Yeah.
so
It's not the big
basically,
one.
as you took a swing, the back end of the horse hit you in the gut and kind of knocked the wind out of you. That's a -2.
Okay.
So that was the AOO. Clyde, you had already gone, so you don't have any weapons, right? So you're just
I didn't draw a
you
weapon.
got it ready to move to. All right.
I'm ready to,
Marty,
keep blocking
it's,
that
it's
horse.
like this. It's like this.
right. Only one.
No,
hand.
I've got a fake head there. Just kind of flopples around a bit.
Right.
It's like,
So this is what you got. This is what you got going
All right.
on.
So the knight hopped on the horse as a move. You incurred an AOO. Your standard is to move the horse forward.
Yeah.
Are you overrunning Clyde, or are you just trying to avoid him?
I'll overrun Clyde. I don't give a fuck about Clyde. He's an old man. As far as I'm
Alright,
concerned, he's not
so
worthy to
I
clean my
need-
horse's shoes.
I need some help with the override rules.
Overrun is a
don't know.
CMB check.
Yeah, for
if-
the heavy warhorse.
Yeah, if he fails, or if he makes the check, he just moves over the guy. I don't think it causes anything unless he has like improved override or greater override.
I don't know.
I don't think it causes them
honestly
to.
have no idea.
I was looking at this earlier because that's where
Is
I'm
it
going.
override or overrun?
it's
Overrun.
called overrun.
Bless thy
It's-
soul.
Ugh.
Because I don't remember the last campaign where Overrun was used.
It doesn't
It's
get
been
used
a
very
while.
often.
Crusher?
Yeah, it's like
So,
a couple
here,
campaigns
let me
ago.
Overrun.
Oh no, what's his
You
name?
get an AOO.
Thor's gear. Thor's gear used Overrun.
Yeah.
Standard action or as part of a charge. So it's a standard.
Yep, it's got a standard left.
And I
Standard
have to be one size category smaller.